Hi again. This is Richard Harvey, the Creative Warrior. I have another short instructional mindful awareness video. And this one is about equanimity, which is more of an attitude thing. It's how we view the change that comes in the form of thoughts that pop up during mindful awareness practice. And it translates very nicely out to life because change is coming all the time. It's just that the mind is always producing thoughts. Let me go ahead and bring this up, the, the visual. Equanimity is an evenness of mind that accepts all change, pleasant, neutral, and unpleasant, without attachment. It is like moonlight gently touching and embracing everything with observation and acceptance. So let's go back through that and see what that means. Evenness of mind that accepts all change. So we've talked about change, pleasant, neutral, and unpleasant. Thoughts that come up can be pleasant, and then we want to cling to them. We want to hold to them. It could be some sort of a fantasy or something like that. We want to hold on to them. The idea is to just view them and be okay with them coming and going. Neutral, neutral thoughts could just be whatever. I want to have a walk soon. Or unpleasant thoughts. Somebody has done something that affected us and we feel wounded in some way. Holding on to that is clinging to it, or you could be pushing away. It could be something that you're trying to get out of your head. Again, that is just going to make it stick more and more. The more we cling to things, the more that we push them away, the more that they stay with us. So equanimity is just looking at things as a passing phenomenon and being okay with it. And it's looking at it, says without attachment, it is like moonlight gently touching and embracing everything with observation and acceptance. So just imagine being out in a field like this one, and the moonlight is blanketing over all these different things that are popping up. There's a thought here, there's a thought here, there's thoughts there, and they come and they go. And equanimity allows us to be okay with those things coming and going. Let me take us to another visual here. This is another way of viewing equanimity. Equanimity recognizes that all things that come up have a beginning, middle, and end. So it could be a thought arising, it could be just a movement, going through a movement. I'm raising my arm, that's the beginning. I'm bringing my arm over my head, that's the middle. I'm bringing my arm back down, that's the end. And that is just kind of it's like an example of things that begin, middle, and end. Raising my arm up, beginning, going over my head, middle, coming back down. And the idea of equanimity and viewing the beginning, middle, and end is just staying with it and being okay with this change. Another example of beginning, middle, and end is when we notice a thought or when we notice something like a boat going down a river, and then maybe viewing with equanimity, and then it fades off into the horizon and goes away. This is also a great image to represent equanimity. The rose changes over time. It starts out as a bud, and now it's starting to open up. I could be upset that I'm getting older, that my hair is getting grayer, my beard is getting grayer, but it's changing and that's not much I can do about it. This is when it's fully open. The fragrance is the strongest perhaps now, attracting the most pollinators, and now it's beginning to fade. So this is what happens. Things come and go, life changes. So this is equanimity, and that's one of the ones I wanted to share with you. It's all about attitude. It's about being okay with change, being okay with thoughts coming up and going. Thank you very much. This is the Creative Warrior. It's been great sharing about equanimity with you. It's really helped me quite a bit, and that as I began doing my mindful awareness practice, I was very frustrated at times with thoughts popping up and not being able to control my mind. But the mind is said is makes thoughts like the mouth makes saliva. It just does it. So it's being okay with it. The true pathway to being more in control of thoughts is being okay with them coming up instead of resisting them or clinging to them, which is what we talked about in this presentation. Thank you so much. This is Richard Harvey, the Creative Warrior. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for sharing this time with me and sitting with me.